me. This is my body. I have a double chin. I've got big belly. I've got, without trying to show you too much here, I got big thighs, and it's a problem. I'm gonna give you guys the full reveal. This is what I look like. This is what we're working with here. I have a lot of fat in my belly. I have a lot of fat in my pubic area, right around here. And like I said, my thighs, my man boobs, and my rolls here. This is how I look. And it's not good. It's not good at all. And then this is me sort of from the back. I hope I'm not showing you guys too much. But yeah, this is me. Yeah.
You know, I just took a look at that clip, and it's amazing to see the changes that have happened over the past 6.5 months. I've lost now just shy of 90 pounds, 88.6 pounds to be precise. Hello everybody, welcome to the channel. My name is Thomas, and for those of you who don't know, I started off the year, as you saw, at a very hefty 326.6 pounds. This is my journey to get down to my goal weight of 175 pounds. It is July 15th, 2024. I'm approximately 6.5 months in to this weight loss journey, and yeah, pretty good amount of weight lost. You just kind of have to stop every now and then and just take a look and see what you've accomplished. Just take a look back and see what is behind you on that trail, because a lot of times we get kind of hooked on how high that mountain is that's ahead of us, and we sometimes forget to enjoy what it is that we've achieved so far. I certainly can see the change in myself in that. I hope you can too. But I wanted to talk about what this journey has looked like over these past 6 months. You know, what my diet and what my life has been like, and how it's affected me, and how I'm hopefully, sort of knock on wood, a better man as a result of this. So if this is something of interest to you, please go ahead and consider subscribing and leave a comment down below. You have all done such a wonderful job being so supportive. So thank you very much. Let's dive right in. Yeah, did I ever think that I was going to be down almost 90 pounds in about 6 months, 6.5 months? The answer is no. Did I have faith in my weight loss and in my ability to lose weight? Absolutely. Do I think it was, going to be that extreme? Absolutely not. Let's just be honest here. One of the big things that I stress in all of my videos is set realistic expectations. This is a result of a lot of very, very strict and very, very drastic changes in my life. Changes that I very strongly believe were done with the most thought and the highest regard for my health. I believe I could have dropped more weight if I had been a lot more strict, if I had been maybe a lot more on the erring of the dangerous side in terms of losing weight. But where I am is monumental. I'm incredibly pleased with that progress. How have I been able to do it? It's a really, really simple equation. Stay in a very significant calorie deficit. Fill your body up with foods that are not unhealthy, that are not going to make you feel lethargic, that are not going to slow you down, that are going to make you feel full longer, that are going to make you feel happy with the foods that you're eating and not missing the stuff that you were eating before, for lack of a better word. What I wanted to do in this video is I wanted to highlight somebody, myself, who is just like anybody else out there, who has incredible struggles, who has a body that maybe some of you can relate to, who has a weight that maybe some of you can relate to, and show you that this can be done. Now, I'm under no illusions here. I still have 63 pounds to lose. I'm not even a third of the way there yet. However, 90 pounds, 88.6 pounds, that's something that I believe gives me a little bit of validity, a little bit of say in the subject, and hopefully you guys can understand that all I'm trying to do is educate and help you out here. I started this channel, like I said, with the goal. The goal was to just be transparent and to show you whether it was a good week, whether it was a bad week. Fortunately for me, I've had a lot more good weeks than I have bad. It's all been down to staying strict. Whether or not you want to agree with it or not, that's just a fact. If you eat less and if you move more, you will lose weight. The formula is very simple, right? That is what I've been doing week after week after week. I've had exceptions. My birthday, Super Bowl Sunday, 4th of July. My birthday, March 16th, was the only day where I don't believe I stayed within my calorie deficit. For the rest of the year, up until now, I have maintained at least a 300 calorie deficit. How have I been able to do that? I've gone onto caloriecalculator.net or calculator.net, put in my height, put in my weight, put in my exercise level, and it has given me some options on where my calories should be. I took the lowest number, stayed in a calorie deficit, and this is the result. Feeling very happy about that, feeling very proud. What are some of the changes that I've seen in losing almost 90 pounds? Well, there's a big one. As you guys can see, hopefully in the face, things are thinning up there a little bit. On my body as well, I feel like things are tightening up a little bit. My belly is coming in. It's no longer covering the elastic of my underpants, which is something I'm very, very proud of. My man boobs are definitely shrinking up, and I feel like they're also firming up a little bit as well. And another very strange thing is my belly feels a lot more like jelly. And that might not sound very good, but initially I felt like it was very, very stout, very, very, very big. But now maybe it's the loose skin or what, but I'm feeling a lot more loose, and I feel like things are going in the right direction. Love handles are still there, the side boob is still there, but that's just honesty. How am I gonna look in 63 pounds? I don't know. So why did I choose January 2nd of 2024 to get started? I needed a goal. I needed something to kind of shoot for. On December of this year, I will fly down to Florida with my wife to spend Christmas in Florida. I have, for as long as I can remember, not felt comfortable in a bathing suit out in public. It's just not something that I've ever been able to do. And so what I wanted to do is I wanted to set myself the goal. I wanted to get down to my best shape, to my healthiest weight, so that when I was in Florida, I could look and feel good. Now, I'm under no illusions. As I say in almost all of my videos, I do not expect to be down to 175 pounds by that time. But if I can just get to maybe under 200, I'll be incredibly happy and incredibly proud. So, let me go ahead and put the shirt back on. Losing weight is not an easy thing. The theory is simple. The practice is simple. The maintenance is where it is difficult. Life is always going to throw you curveballs. It is always going to make it difficult for you. It's always going to give you distractions. Whether that is in friendship, whether that is in marriage, whether that is in food, it all applies, right? What you want out of life, if you want good, you are going to have to work for it. Now, folks on here, folks on YouTube have given me all sorts of wonderful advice. 99% of it has been positive and encouraging. Some of it has maybe been not as much, more along the lines of you could be doing better. But I look at it and say, I've lost almost 90 pounds. I think I'm doing pretty darn great. So I'm just going to keep on doing what I like. Do the comments hurt me? Do they offend me? They don't offend me. They hurt my feelings. Let's just be honest here. But I'm human, like all of you. So what I want to do is I want people to see that there is somebody out there, a guy out there who has the same struggles, who has the same fears, who has the same anxieties and self-conscious tendencies that a lot of you may have. I don't hide messages. I don't hide the comments. I just want people to see that I'm out here and I'm doing what I can to just come down to a number that makes me happy, that I will be proud to get down to. So with all of this being said and all of this weight loss, am I a better person as a result of it? And I would say absolutely. I would say absolutely 100% I am. Contrary to what, losing weight, other people might tell you, right? It is a wonderful thing to achieve. You have almost unlimited amounts more energy than you did before. You are able to feel happier and better in clothes. You are able to feel more comfortable going out shopping, going out walking, just going to stores with people, because you don't feel judged as much. You can kind of come out of your shell a little bit and just be happy with who you are. That loosens you up here, and that just makes you a happier person overall. That's my belief, at least. You know, when I was the size that I was, when I was just 326 pounds, life was scary, and I was scared, and so I'd often wear big and baggy clothes to hide my size. In hindsight, I knew that I wasn't hiding anything, you know, but we do what we can. We go into this survival mode. So what I wanted to do, again, was I wanted you guys to see that there's somebody out there who knows exactly what it's like. I'm not there yet. I don't have abs. I don't have sponsors. I don't have a huge following. I'm just a guy who works hard, who just tries to provide for his family, and who's going through some stuff. I made all these bad decisions. That is another thing that I can't stress enough of, is just owning your part in this. This is years and years and years of bad decisions. You don't get to almost 330 pounds by, you know, trying, but it's just not working. Now, this was conscious. This was fast food, pizza, burgers, McDonald's, whatever you want. I was having it, right? And so now I've got to do the legwork to get down to a healthy weight. And to be honest, I can't tell you the last time I was 175 pounds. 10 years ago, I was 210 pounds. 10 years ago. When I was 18 years old, I was 210 pounds. So when I get to this number, when I get to 75% of the way there, I'll only be gaining back 10 years, you know? So while that's great, and that'll be the healthiest that I've been in 10 years, it's also shocking to not know when I was last at an actual healthy number. Because I don't think I ever have been, at least as a kind of a teenager. I think I just started just ballooning. So anyway, I'm rambling here. Let me check the notes here a little bit. So what have I been able to do in this time? I've been able to drop 6 inches off of my waist, so my pant size has gone down 6 inches. I started off at a 44, now I'm a 38, hopefully going to be in a 36 here pretty soon. And there's something else that I want to show you real quick. So just give me just a second. This is a shirt that I wore at the beginning of the year. This shirt that I wore at the beginning of the year, I always wore with a sweater over it because it was tight. Because if I put it on and I stretched, you could see my belly hanging out. I was very self-conscious about it. And you guys asked for proof, or just, you know, pictures to show. And this is my proof. This shirt almost goes down to my knees. It is big on me. It is big, and it is very, very loose. This is pride. This makes me feel proud of what I've achieved. And hopefully, you know, by the time this is all done, it'll be even lower, it'll be even looser on me. So this is hopefully something that can help you out, that you can see, that can say, whoa, okay, now I understand a little bit better. 6 months I've been doing this, and what I wanted to do was talk a little bit about what those 6 months mean to me on a kind of a mental level. So the first 3 months were the hardest for food addiction. That was when the cravings were kind of like banging on the door. Hey, come on, let us in. We want to eat good food. And so the first 3 months were really, really tough psychologically. I didn't really talk about it very much because while I stressed being honest, and while the weigh-ins and all that were honest, mentally I was a lot more scared than I may have let on. The first 3 months were definitely a really, really tough time with the cravings. And then in months 4 and 5, I've been able to find a much better kind of rhythm. I was able to kind of start to really come up with some good recipes, really start filling myself, and start seeing some of those significant changes in the weight here. So I didn't really see a whole lot for maybe about this much until I started getting to maybe about 270, that's when I started noticing some real changes. Month 6, so pretty much from the beginning of this month onward, it's kind of morphed into this this almost like this impatient, oh come on, can we just get there already? Like, I have no doubt that this number is going to be achieved. I have no doubt that it is going to be achieved, relatively speaking, soon. I just want to get down there now. I'm just excited. I'm like a kid who's going to grandma and grandpa's house, and it's just like, I just want to be there. That's what it feels like right now. And I'm sure that that's going to abate after a while. It's just going to go down. That's just the way that things work. But I'm just feeling so excited about how things are shaping up, quite literally shaping up, how my belly's starting to come in. I can see things a little better. I can see clearly now. The belly's gone. And yeah, it's just, now this is kind of the really the emotionally rich time of losing weight. Now things that are starting to come in and tighten up and firm up and look good, and I'm starting to feel good as well. So just kind of, maybe that's something that you guys can expect. And then in the long run going forward, also very, very excited about how I'm going to maintain that weight. Initially it was dread, it was how am I going to do this? Now I'm not worried about it. I'm just going to figure this out the same way as I figured out all of this other stuff. It's just going to come. I've just got to give it time and just attack it with a positive can-do attitude. Something, again, I cannot stress enough. It's just been such a big help. And what I also kind of loved and took away from that video that I first showed you is just kind of how much this channel's already changed. This kind of ties into the YouTube stats, which I'll be talking about here in a minute. Just seeing how I started filming, hey, my name's Thomas, to just kind of having the whiteboard here, you know, opening up the channel to some other possibilities like Cooking with Thomas, the live streams, the working on the She Shed, just kind of seeing how much this channel is growing and seeing how much, hopefully, more professional I'm coming across is definitely something that I like. And I hope that I've been able to do that in a way that hasn't changed me too much in terms of how you view me. So please just let me know if I have. Yeah, stats have grown. I believe this number actually is outdated at this point. I believe I'm at 409 subscribers, so 10 subscribers gained since last week. Went from 13,736 views to 14,216. Very exciting, very happy with that progress. And then 40 hours of watch time added. Again, we're just chugging right along. As this number comes down, as these numbers go up, it's just a really good and exciting feeling to be a part of this. One of the things that I like to stress in all of my videos is just my gratitude for everybody, and I'd really appreciate if you'd hear me, you know, listen to me on this, because where I am today, this weight loss, I don't know where I would be if it wasn't for some of the wonderful folks that I've had on here. And so some of my buddies that have been there from the get-go, and some of you, all of you really, every day, who just take a moment to comment, say, hey, this was great, or hey, you helped me, or hey, you inspired me. If anybody was ever looking to think, you know, is this a good way to lose weight? Is starting a YouTube channel a good way? I can't stress enough just how positive of an experience this has been for me. And so I'm very, very grateful for where I am, for what I have now. So what is it, about 28 weeks it's been now. So really, really happy, really excited for what the future holds. We're at 238 now. Next stop is the 220s, and then after that, the 210s. So hopefully we've got a good amount of time. We can just keep on keeping on. So, you know, with that being said, everybody, I just want to thank you all personally from the bottom of my heart. Whether you've left one comment or whether you comment on every video, they all mean a lot to me. I truly, truly mean that. So thank you all very much. Take care, and you all can do it. You're worth it. So thank you very much. Bye-bye.